Hi everyone. Welcome to Creative Stampin' Designs. My name is Karen. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Central New Jersey, and I'm going to do an unboxing of my pre-order. Just trying to get. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not. Hang on, bear with me. I'm either too close or too far. Okay, I do not have the catalog that I can show you the cover or anything. Um, but I have the products. So I'm going to start with, let's see if we can, for some reason I'm not in the screen. Okay, there I am now. Ooh, got a glare. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. Besides the fact that I'm a little bit late, I'm also a little, I don't want to say disorganized, but I have everything all spread out over here. All right. So I am going to start with the Perennial Lavender Sweet Collection. Hi, Ruth Ann and Johanna and Joan. Thank you for joining. This suite comes with two bundles, a pack of DSP, and some embellishments. So we got the painted lavender. Oops, I'm getting too close. My lighting is really bad today. The painted lavender stamp set, which is, there's no sentiments in it. Just have all the different lavender plants and greenery. And then we have the set of dies, which some of them will cut out the different images. And then there's a couple standalone dies that go with this. And then there is, this goes with it, the perennial postage stamp set, which I really like the sentiments from it. And I love when they mix the script with um, just block letters. I like when there's a mix of the sentiments. And with this, there's the perennial postage dies. So we have all different, kind of look like little stamps. So there's a real big one, then the next size, and then one that's half the size, and I'm having trouble getting it off, of course. I didn't take any of these off yet. There we go. So this is like just half of that one. And then it goes smaller from there. And then we have the square ones, the little canceled thing, which I think this will be fun to play with. And then the little holes that I guess you can make these into a tag. So those are the two bundles that go with it. Then we have, oops, pack of DSP, which, and I love the background on this paper. It's kind of, I guess, like crumb cake, but the colors in the pack are Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Fresh Freesia, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Lost Lagoon, Orchid Oasis, Pretty Peacock, Shaded Spruce, and Starry Sky. So it says nothing about crumb cake, but that's what I think this is. But I'm not, don't quote me on that one. So we have the one panel. If you do scrapbooking, this is, the whole panel. It's perfect for, I'm trying to, see if I can get the whole, I can't get the whole panel in on my screen. But this would make a great scrapbook page. Otherwise, cut in parts, just if you have like the top part, that'll make a great card front right there. And then the back side of that is, I don't believe this did not say crumb cake. No. there's no neutral color, but this has to be crumb cake. It's kind of just more of the like grassy images. And then we have this panel, which again would make a great card front or just a background page. The back of that one is more of the lavender. I go with this is Highland Heather. Just just a good background paper. Just a very subtle images on it. This one here with all the pretty flowers. And then the back of that is the shaded spruce or pretty peacock. I need to have the card stock here in front of me. There we go. It's pretty peacock. There's the pretty peacock. I need to have the actual um, card stock in front of me to see what I think that's the pretty peacock. To see what color it is. Now I'm questioning. No, that's not. This is pretty. Okay, so hang on. Let's get a piece of shaded spruce, since those are the two of the greens that are in it. I'm gonna go. It's closer to the pretty peacock. I don't know. I must have pulled Lost Lagoon, but I believe um, the Lost Lagoon was also, yeah, Lost Lagoon is also a color in it. So, and those are two of my favorite colors. Okay, then we have this one here, which is really pretty, especially this would make a great scrapbook page. I don't do scrapbooking. I did years ago, but this would make a great scrapbook page. Just cut, if you cut it on an angle, you have this for the corner. You could do pictures. Yes, they would. Definitely would, Johanna. Beautiful with the garden meadow dies are set. So I like the purples too. And then we have panel of just the gingham, which again I'm going with this is crumb cake. Hang on, let's see if I can reach crumb cake from where I am, because this is going to drive me crazy. It's close. I'm gonna have to play around with the different colors with it. It could be, another one of the browns stamped off. We have this one here, which I really like this one. I like tiny flowers. The big ones are nice, but I like tiny flowers. And then the other side of that is just the purple, which I really like these background papers because there's some variation in it. And then the last piece from here is this one here. I think it's with all the, it looks like all the colors are in this one, just about. And then the other side of that is just some greens. So that is the Perennial Lavender Designer Series paper. And I will be doing my paper shares again, so this will be included in it. So if you're interested, just watch my blog. Oops, drop everything. All right, and then let's just put this with this so you can see it kind of together. And then with this, we have the, what are these called? The Purple Fine Shimmer Gems, which we're going to go this way, which are Berry Burst, Gorgeous Grape, and Highland Heather. And those go with it. They're really, I don't know if you can see, I don't know if I can, I'm getting close, but you can see they're just that little bit like a frosted on top. Color isn't really, colors aren't showing up well on the camera. And then the other thing we have in this pack are the paper butterfly accents, and you can use them alone with white, or you can use your blending brushes, just color the edges of them, color the whole thing, put multiple colors in them, put paper behind it to add color, you have the butterfly, you could put even, piece of yellow behind it and go over with a, I guess like a gray or black, so you get like a monarch butterfly with these. So this is the suite, the perennial lavender suite. Put this to the side and hopefully not drop anything. Or yesterday when I was opening the box, my puppy was so nice and she came in and she was investigating and she stole my ribbon and ran. All right, the next one that I have is the Lighter Than Air suite, which is hot air balloons. And this is a photopolymer set. And this has the dies. And I have seen this done with this die. I believe it was this die. It may have been this one. Where you cut out 3 of them, fold them together, and it could pop up on your card. So I'm anxious to play with that. This is the hot air balloon set with the hot air balloon dies. And then we have a pack of DSP that's Lighter Than Air. And the colors in this are Azure Afternoon, Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freesia, Lemon Lolly, Petal Pink, and Pool Party. So this is 6x6 paper. There's 48 sheets in the pack, so you get a lot of it. Just the hot air balloons. And I believe, let's try and see, since I have these out, the dies will cut out the balloon. That one will cut out the heart. No, I'm going to put it back the way it was. And I think that one might be too big. This one will cut that out. And I think we might be pushing it for this part. You'd have to really line it up to get that cut. Oh, here we go. Right in front of me. Let's see. Yep, that'll cut that out. So you can cut the whole, everything out from it, and that makes it really easy. You don't have to do any stamping. So, and then the other side of that is just stripes, which is always a lot of fun. Then we have polka dots. I like polka dots. I like polka dots a lot. I like them better than stripes, I think. And on the other side, you just have some clouds, petal pink. And then some more stripes in Lemon Lolly. The other side is just like little arrows, I guess. I'm going with that's Bubble Bath. I'm not pulling out more paper. And then just a fun little, this would make a cute little border. Just to cut it and put it like along the bottom of a image that you could stamp the balloons on a panel of white and then just put this along the bottom for just a cute little border. And then on the other side are just little white flowers. Oh, I haven't been to a hot air balloon and show in years. We have one right here. It's probably not even 15 minutes from my house that they have one every year. And then little diamonds in all different colors. And then just another wavy image, petal pink, and I guess shades of petal pink. And then a fun stripe pattern in pastels. And then just a balmy blue. I guess this is kind of like the cage type image. That's the Lighter Than Air DSP. And then with that, we have some baker's twine that is in Flirty Flamingo, Lemon Lolly, and Balmy Blue. And it's the thin baker's twine, like the linen thread thin. So this will make great, wrap it around, tie a bow, makes it easy to tie a bow. And then we have these well, they're not called candy dots, rainbow adhesive back dots that are in Flirty Flamingo, Balmy Blue, Petal Pink, Lemon Lolly, Azure Afternoon, Bubble Bath, Pool Party, and Fresh Freesia, I believe. That's what they are. I think this is Pool Party. Because this looks, yeah, I'd have to, again, I need to compare them to paper. So that is the Lighter Than Air bundle. Let's pull this. And this isn't what she stole the other day. All right, and then the last suite that I got is called Nature's Sweetness Suite. And that one comes with the Lovely and Sweet Cling stamp set. And there's congratulations on it. So sorry. Just sending a bit of love your way. Just pretty images. And then the dies to go with it. I guess this will cut out the sentiments. This is a little like a tab that you could put on the side, like if you want to pull something out, that's what this die is for. And then we have standalone dies that go with it. And then there's the Notes of Nature set, which is really pretty. Got the splatter, the sentiments, today is all about you, happy birthday, and just a little note to say hello, and thanks for making me smile. And the dies that go with that. This cuts out the leaves, this cuts out the small flower, this cuts out this one, and then the rest are all standalone. And then this is like, I guess like the edge of a binding on a book or something. And that's where the trim that comes with this, you can tie knots to put between the holes, or it has a perforation so you can tear it apart and just have half of it. Okay, and then the DSP that comes with that is Nature's Sweetness, and it's Pebbled Path, Pecan Pie, and Gold. So I don't know how the light is going to pick this up. And I'm missing sentiment, or I'm missing do a lot like dots we would get as kids on paper. Yes, exactly. All right, so we have just, I don't know what the lighting, you could see there's really a lot of shimmer to this paper with the gold. And I don't know, let's try it since I have the dies out. I believe, yep, the dies will cut that out. That die will cut that out. And this die will cut this out. So the dies that go with this, with the lovely and sweet dies, will cut out the images on this paper, which is always fun. And now all right, we're going to let this go because it's going to frustrate me. I can't get the dies back where they go. All right, and on the other side of this, it's just a pebbled path, like a graph type paper, but it's distressed kind of, so I like that. And we have another panel that just highlights the pecan pie. And again, you can try, the dies might cut these out also. And oh, on the back of this one, oh boy, there's a lot of shimmer going on here, is gold with white flowers, and I don't know if I'm getting it in the camera how it is. It is like a lot of glare. I think I have it this time. There we go. So that's the back. And then this one is just like a newsprint with splotches of gold all over just to dress it up a little. I love newsprint and that kind of stuff for cards. On the back of that one, again, we have Pebbled Path, and I believe, you know what? I'm believing these dies are going to cut all these things out. So again, we got all the paper with the dies that'll cut the things out. Another panel of gold that's going to catch the light the wrong way. Yeah, let's see if I can get it right the first time. It's just the gold with the leaves. And there's a texture to it you could feel. It's almost like the white is embossed on the gold. And then the other side is, I don't know if you can see this, there is a script, and there's just splotches of Pebbled Path, and the script is in Pecan Pie and Pebbled Path on the white, so it's another pretty one. And then you have just a panel with that, okay, everything will get, well, this will get cut out, this will get cut out, oh, this won't, no, this is too big. Yeah, that's, okay, so that one will not get cut out. How about this one? Let's see if this one will cut out, or that one's, okay, so no? Okay, so these, you cannot cut out with the dies. But you can, this would make a nice card front alone. Just put, cut this out, put it on a Pebbled Path or a Pecan Pie card base or mat. Look really pretty. And then the other side is just a distressed, again, kind of looks like a graph to me. I'm not even sure what to call it. Let's see if I get that angle right. And then the last one, my daughter saw this one, she loved it. It's gold on Pebbled Path, and I don't know how well you can see it because it's very dark. I can see it over here. I don't want if the light catches it, it gets too glary, I think. But again, it's gold script on Pebbled Path, and the other side is just a Pecan Pie, like a ledger type panel. It's a great background paper. That would make great masculine paper. So we have DSP with the stamp sets and the dies that go with this. And then with this one, you get these adhesive back cork rounds. These are really neat. They're flat, so it's not going to add extra postage. And they're flat that, how well you could see it. They're very flat. That you don't, whenever I put rhinestones, I put a piece of paper or of some sort inside because otherwise they poke through and rip the envelope. These won't. They're really neat. I can't wait to play with these. You have the adhesive back corks, and then the faux, what is this one? 1/8 inch leather trim. And it's gold, and it feels like shoelaces for work boots, kind of. I don't know if it'll make it so it ties nicely. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to try doing a bow line. Just what I need. Might be too bulky for a bow. Yeah, it's a little, at least for me, it is a little too bulky for a bow. But you can even wrap a package with this. Put this around the package, but it'll knot up nice. Just put, just like a, what is it? Oh, I can't, it won't work with me here. Just put like the Z, and then put the sentiment over the top of it. So, something else I can't wait to play with. Again, that is the Nature's Sweetness Suite. All these items will be available starting January 4th. And I have a couple standalone, not standalone, but I have the bundles that they don't have DSP to go with, but the lighter than air paper I think would look great with this. The ice cream swirl bundle, and these are the dies, and it's a pretty big ice cream cone. This one here, actually, there's a line to score it so that you, I was going to fold this in half. So you can fold it in half. So you can either make like a gift tag with it on the front of your package, or you can cut it in half and use it as an ice cream cone, or you, if you want just a small, you know how you make sometimes like the 3x3 cards, just a little note card, you just put this on, this will make a card by itself. And then we've got sprinkles, we've got strawberry, let's see what else is here. So a donut, okay, the cherry. This is the paper that comes around your cone sometimes. But I don't know, when I saw this, the first thing I thought was this would make a cute little cupcake bottom, and then just put that, yeah, some icing on the top. Might be big icing, but, and there's a straw, at least I'm assuming that's a straw, so you can make a float. It's a really cute set also, and that's a photopolymer set. Just gonna set that away. And then another one bundle that does not come in a suite is the stippled rose. We had a stippled rose set many, many, many years ago. I think I may still have it here. It was on a wood block, and I used to use it all the time, and I would watercolor the rose. I had multiple cards made with it because my mother loved roses, so I would made multiple cards watercoloring different colors, and then the dies that go with it. You can cut out the large, um, the double rose image. This one will cut out the leaf image here. Make sure I'm in the camera. Forget to check the leaf image. This will cut out the small single rose, and then there's the standalone, just the rose leaves, the flowers, other leaves. So that's a cling stamp set. And then this is the Planted Paradise photopolymer set. And this one here is one of those sets that you stamp the detailed image and you flip the stamp over and use the other side to stamp right over to color it in with different colors. Or then you got all the plants do the same thing, all the little images for, I guess, like a snake plant. I do not remember the names of my house plants. That was my father's thing. I don't have many house plants. I grow them outside where I let the sun do the work and the rain. So this is the Planted Paradise set. And then another standalone was the Layered Floral 3D Embossing Folder. So I put paper inside so you can see it with the flowers. This would make a nice background, or you can color them in. And I did run it through my embossing folder. Well, you can see it. Let's see if I get the light the right way. And this would be like a background panel. And even this alone, you can just put a sentiment across it and your card is done. You can add a little, well, obviously not on Blueberry Bushel, but if you did it on white and just with your blending brush go over the flowers a little bit. So that is the Layered Floral 3D Embossing Folder. All right, and then starting in January, we also, I'm just making sure I did everything. Okay. We also have Celebration starting. So I have a couple of the items, and I forget how many. I want to say there were 11 at the $50 level. I had it written down, and of course I don't have it. I think it was 11 at the $50 level and 2 or 3 at the $100 level. This is a $50 level, the watermelon, or the watercolor melon set. So you have like a whole watermelon, the rind, a piece of it, a piece with a bite taken out. And if you have, and I can't remember the name, the modern, I think it's the modern oval punch that is in, I believe it's in the catalog right now. It's carrying over. It will cut out the watermelon. And then you can also stamp this and cut out the half and then just use your snips to cut it in half. So if you have this, keep it handy because you're going to need it for this. And there's another stamp set coming out in the January to April mini catalog that uses this punch. So this is free with a $50 order. And then another item that's free with a $50 order is, it's called Softly Stippled Designer Series paper. And the colors in this are Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Pebbled Path, Pool Party, and Wild Wheat. So this one here is just the floral image. And then it's just kind of like a marble or a brush stroke, and a light pebbled path on the back. Oops. And then this is kind of like the stippled rose image, but these look too small to really cut out, or not small, but they look like they'd be tough to cut out, but it would make a really great background. And on the other side of that is kind of, I can't think of what it's called. Kind of like a fabric effect on the paper. But it looks like it should be textured, but it's not. Oops, I keep hitting my stand here. And then this piece here looks like another. This one reminds me of wallpaper. Not the design, just the texture that is showing in it. And on the other side of that is just, it's upside down. It's just wild wheat leaves, which very pretty. And right now, where's my stippled rose? I need to see if any of this stuff is going to cut out. Okay, those won't cut out with it. I have a feeling though. All right, and then we have this panel, which is just another kind of like a spackle painted panel. Okay, here's the road. Let's see if anything will cut out from here. So let's see if this small, maybe not. No, I thought maybe they would. I might have to play around. I don't see, this one looks too big, so that won't cut out. This is just in Pebbled Path. And then this panel is just tiny flowers flowers are these flowers actually. The side is just, again, like a burlap, maybe? Just really pretty. And the last piece from this is just more flowers. And then again, just like the brush stroke in Wild Wheat. So this pack of paper will be free with a $50 order. Let's put the rose out of the way. Then we have the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. And the colors in this are Boho Blue, Bubble Bath, here, Calypso Coral, Crumb Cake, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freesia, Garden Green, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Pecan Pie, and Soft Seafoam. Got the panel of just all the birds on the branches. And then just the pecan pie. I was going to say chicken wire, but I don't know if that's what you would call this on the back, but it could be. It's just not really chicken wire, but just a nice background design. We have some more birds, and these would look cute cut out just with like your stylish shapes and put on a card. And then on the other side is just some leaves, and there are tiny birds on here. It's really pretty. And more birds. And I was looking through the catalog trying to figure out what set this would go with. There's a couple sets that it would go with. I believe there's also a stamp set that's another stamp set in the celebration that this would go with. Get the pretty little birds again. On the other side, it's just the watercolor panel. The birds are getting more and more flowers on the trees. Kind of look like dogwood flowers to me. And then the other side is just tiny flowers, which I like that. Like I said, I like tiny flowers. I like this one, I really do, but I like tiny flowers. Then we have some more little clusters of birds. This is great if you like birds. And then just, I'm going to go with Bubble Bath and Fresh Freesia, or Fresh Freesia on this side. Just another watercolor panel. And then some more birds that I believe you would have to fussy cut, because I looked through the catalog. Now, I may have missed it. I don't remember seeing a die for these, but again, I may have missed it. And then just some more tiny flowers. Okay, and that is, what did I say it was? Flight and Airy? Flight and Airy. And this pack of paper is also with a $50 order. And then the last pack of DSP that I was able to get pre-order from for the celebration is called Trusty Toolbox, and the colors in this are basic black, copper, clay, crushed curry, gray granite, Lost Lagoon, and Poppy Parade. I did not get this bundle. Although I do work in a hardware store, I didn't know who I would make cards with tools for. My husband's not this kind of tool person. So, but I do know that a lot of the dies from that bundle will cut out. I believe the saw, I don't remember if it was the wrench or like I said, I didn't get that, so I don't know. So we got a panel of just tools, and then kind of just graph paper again. That's what I keep calling this. I hope that's what it is. And then lots and lots of screwdrivers. I feel like this should be one of those, they look like all flathead screwdrivers, and I feel like it should be, can you find the Phillips head screwdriver on it? And then on the other side is just, I don't know how to describe this. It looks like there's images, but there's not. It's, again, just a watercolor. I'm going to go with a watercolor panel. And then we have panel with just hammers. I believe it's, yeah, just crosses of hammers. This is the crushed curry. And on the other side, we got our nuts and bolts and all these things. Like I said, I work in the hardware store, but I'd be lost if you asked me what some of these were. So, but great set if you have someone who loves working with tools. And this one here is just stripes. I'm looking, I don't believe it's anything, but again, it could be. And on the other side, you got more nuts and bolts, washers. And then got the ruler. There's no numbers on it, but we've got a ruler image. And again, you cut a piece of this, that would look cute, especially on a masculine card, or if you got uh, ladies that like to build. I actually have a cashier who has built built a deck herself. So you got a ruler, and the other side is, this is a pegboard. So that I know. Or it could just be polka dots, but it is it's a pegboard. And then one more panel of different tools. And again, I believe this hammer cuts out the die. Oops, I'm hitting it and you can't see what I'm pointing at. This hammer, the die cuts out from the set, and I believe the paintbrush also. And then the other side is just, again, you can see something there, but it's just kind of a water wash. So this is I believe it was the handy toolbox. Is that what I said? Yep, trusty toolbox, sorry. Trusty toolbox DSP. And this is free with a $50 order. So this is one of those, if you buy the toolbox bundle, or whatever it's called, the tool bundle, you can get this paper for free with it. So those are the 3 papers that I was able to purchase, and the stamp set. These are with a $50 level. Then we have the $100 level, which is a softly sophisticated stamp set, and it's a two-step stamp set in photopolymer. So these flowers you'll stamp on these leaves, and I believe these flowers I'm going to go with it with stamp right in here. And then this one came with a softly sophisticated I'm sorry, embossing fold, 3D embossing folder. And again, I put paper in it so you could see it. This, to me, I could see myself using this a lot as a background stamp, or background embossing folder. And I did run it through the embossing machine so you can, let's see if I can get there we go, the angle right with the light. See, it makes a great background, and you can use either side. Both sides are equally as nice, the negative or the positive. And this one is free with a $100 level. And I believe that is everything that we were able to get ahead of time. I mean, there were a couple things I did not get, but this was everything that I had gotten. So if you are a customer of mine and you have placed an order within the last year, you will automatically be getting your catalog as soon as I receive them at the beginning of December. If you are not a customer and you would like to be, drop me a line at creativestampindesigns@gmail.com, and I'd be more than happy to send one to you. You must be in the United States for me to send it. I'm only allowed to sell to people in the United States. All right, thanks for joining me, and I will hope to see you on Wednesday when I do my live. Have a great day and a great weekend, everyone. Bye.